Okay, so we've had a few people obviously getting ready for the 6 metre season, and 6 metre radios have been going out the door quite a bit. It's been really good, and I've been well impressed because we've got a few, and some of the stuff that's been going to customers who are really particularly chasing various models of ICOM, Yaesu, Kenwood, etc. to finish off lineups. That's been really good. And don't mind me, I've just been giving this one a bit of a dust off, and you can still see the little bit of spray and wipe that I. But yeah, actually, I think we're using Pine Clean today. But really gone the whole hog. Okay, so FT625R. And really this is an RD. Often you found that these came out either R or RD on the front, didn't really matter. The kit was always an option you could buy. Obviously the RD came with it, the R you added it to. Certainly this was a terrific radio because it really was a good blend of, number one, getting around the bands fast because they basically could just run around in 1 meg hits. It reminds me a little bit like the 100 kilohertz on the unit in 2020s, but not quite. But yeah, so basically you can run yourself up and down the band with your VFO. Digital readout. Look, I've got both digital and non-digital of these. I would always say, look, if you can, try and find a digital version. It's just a lot easier for once you've got one of these set up, your home and hose. AM carrier, I'm just bringing that up a bit there. And now Vox, they do have Vox, so remember that. So when you put that Vox gain, Harlow 1.2, oh no, I'm too far from the mic, but yes, you certainly can have the Vox switch in, and just try and remember if they had a switch or 1 2. No, that is that simple. So the minute I start transmitting there, 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2, yeah, we're straight up there on the monitor. Anyway, okay, so good and bad. Not too many bads, which is good. This is not the radio you want for FT8 or this type of application. This is more so the collector who owns the 901 or the 101ZD, or and wants the FT625R and the 225R to go alongside it. Actually, probably that would be my most common request. Is people who are trying to find that link to get the full setup. Currently we have coming up a stack of 901s, 101ZDs. We're out of Mark 3s. I need to make a point. Mark 3s are gone, just in case you're a Mark 3 chaser. Not sure how many of these we've got. It's a good question. We'll find out, I suppose. I think we've got possibly another 225. 225s we've had a big demand on as well. So anyway, so just if this is of interest to you, drop us an email at brenton@posnav.com.au. So what do we like about them? All modes. So AM, FM. So nice to just have a little power output, and I'll just turn that Vox down there so we don't interfere with that. And for memory, yeah. I was trying to remember. There was a model of Yaesu. I'm trying to remember where. I reckon it was in their HF radio, where one of them where you had to select. You didn't get the choice of both AM and FM. You either had one or the other. I reckon it was in the 101ZDs. I'm just trying to remember now. Problem is we come across so many radios. Sometimes they blur a little bit. But anyway, let's just have a look at FM, and it should be about. I think about 10 watts on these things from memory. Oh no, I'm miles off, sorry. 46 watts. 10 watts. Did I just say 10 watts? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's have a look here. Are we on FM even here? I'm enjoying this new machine, don't get me wrong. I'll just turn the RF generator off and have a look at where we're in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's right, I've got to fix that. That's the monitor doing that, by the way. Because it's sweeping. Anyway, 46 watts of FM there, so that's good there. Just want to see when we go to AM. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Obviously, it's trying to translate that into through the FM. I've got it set at FM at the moment, but I'm not going to worry about that. Just wanted to see how much power they had actually. Yeah, 52. So basically about 50 watts. Don't know why I was saying 10 watts before. Now, this does have its own power supply as well, so that's a little bit of good news. Now, this is not going to register. I should have put this on the IFR, to be honest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. 1, 2, 1, 2, yeah. So, yeah, this is not a good sideband monitor, by the way. There's an accessory where you can get a sideband. It's an accessory box that basically this goes there, and you can actually simulate and read sideband a lot better. I'll probably, if I can get one, I'll certainly grab one because I wouldn't mind having a bit of a play with that. But generally, sideband resolution, either the IFR 1200 or the little 500 that's sitting over there, is probably better for the job. But for the moment, 1, 2, 3, we can see we've got lots of drive there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, all over the place on this monitor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't know. Yeah, it actually got up to 48 watts at one peak there, but I missed it on the meter. But anyway, you'll get the idea. Now, actually, this might be interesting. If we run the processor, that might drive it a bit harder for this monitor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, hello. Not quite getting up to the 48 we saw before, but you get the idea. So definitely that processor, and you'll see on the little meter here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, that's driving. Here's processor on, and here's processor off. 1, 2, 3. Big difference. Big difference. So yeah, okay. But look, now, if our power control right up, yep, and mic gains up. Yeah, it's all right. Just thought I'd check a couple of things there. Okay, so what else did they have? The good thing about FM is, yes, you could do your splits for your repeaters. So very nice to be able to have the minus split is what they call normal. Oh, that's clever, turned off then. The reverse split was the plus split. So, i.e., no, because we're too far over. Auxiliary 1 meg. Let me sort that in a second. So if I'm there, maybe it doesn't actually show the split on the display. Actually, no, it may not have on these. That might have been what I'm missing here. Okay, so 1 meg. Now auxiliary, I think from memory, I've got a booklet for this. It comes with an original book. I'm pretty sure that was programmable, but I think you had to program it like a matrix. But have a look. There's a book down here somewhere. Yeah, you've got a book here somewhere. Oh, it's fallen to bits a bit. This book, we've probably got in the Bale stuff. We've probably got new books for these actually. And bear that in mind, guys. We do have a lot of brand new books for Yaesu from Bale, which all have to go as well. Okay, so repeater operation, yeah, that's all very fine. I'm just trying to see how they changed it, or whether you had to change a crystal to do that. Maybe you did. So it sounds like your 1 meg was standard. So yeah, so shifted the 1 meg lower, yeah, or 1 meg higher. So basically, with that, you could do, I mean, all the Australian repeaters, etc. But unfortunately, I can't see where. I won't go on this for too long. We'll be on this for hours here, but I just thought if we have a look at switch number 22, and 22 will say, here we go. Oh yeah, by means of an optional crystal. Okay, so no, it's good to know that that you had to fit an optional crystal here for this auxiliary. So just bear that in mind. Okay, S meter and discriminator. Now, those that don't know the discriminator, it's if you're looking at an FM signal and some side to side, you can see, etc., how far off the frequency it is. Probably not something you're going to use a lot of. It's probably stay in S meter. AGC slow, yes. Obviously, it has an RIT, XIT, RIT, so very handy actually that is. So not bad. Like I was talking about before, sorry, AM carrier on the outer, Vox gain there, power control, mic control, pretty standard stuff. Now there are memory modules you can get for these. I can feel underneath. I don't think this one's got one. Hang on, let me have a look. Because I think they had the dip on them, but certainly if you come across one, it's certainly worth fitting on. Squelch. Tune. Now, good point actually. Now, so if we put an FM carrier up into our analyzer here, and what's it doing? 52.7. That tune will actually find, and you'll see better to look here actually. See how I'm peaking that tune there? I can actually, it will, over that 4 meg, you can actually identify its top spot of where it's going to be peaked for the tune. Probably only varies a few watts, but it's okay, grab everything you can. But like we were discussing before, 1 meg split, so jump up and down. Most of you will be on 5110 and somewhere around there, of course, dim, bright, all good. Now the memory, I think that's saying to me that it doesn't have a memory module in it. No, I don't think that would have lit. So they are a little bit hard to find, but they do come up. I mean, we've probably got units here with memory modules in them, but part of our museum stuff. This one actually came out of our museum. We had a lineup of a few, and it sort of became obvious that we don't need quite that many, which was becoming very, very clear. All right, let me just set this analyzer up. I just want to put a receive signal into this. Hang on. Okay, now I'm feeding about 22 microvolts into that. Let's take that right down. Oh, hang on, I'm on frequency. It'd help if I fix this and go over to level, which is really what we want. Let's take that level down. Still receiving nicely into 0.5 there. Getting a bit noisy at 0.5, but for a 6 meter set, probably about right. Just make sure everything's up, like our RF gain and everything. We're good. And let's just watch this as we come up to, there we go. Just going to go over to sideband here, and for sideband I'll have to one one oh is where we want to be. Sorry, I just realised I'm on the wrong frequency. That's better, and that might help actually. Sorry, 5110 versus 5100 was causing our problem. Then I was thinking, gee, that seems to need a lot. Hang on. Now let's do this again. I'm taking it right down. I was thinking before, I thought, no, I can't be on the right frequency. No way. Now, have a look at this, the difference. 5110, 5110 on here this time. We're now down to 0.098 of a microvolt. And this is more what I would have expected. 0.5 a microvolt, noise free, which is good. And we should be around 50 microvolts here. A little bit over, but yeah, just to get into that area there. Getting down into the noise, as you can see, we're still hearing it quite well. 0.2, 0.1. We're getting into the 0.0s where we're obviously in the noise and losing it. Impressive. Very impressive. Okay, so overall, not only is this an extremely clean unit, seriously, you got to remember these things are 1980s. This is seriously clean, all original. Let me show you the back of it as well, actually. Yeah, just absolutely beautiful. Even has the accessory plug ready to go there. As I was saying, 240 volts. Not all the 240 volts, by the way. So that's a nice feature. And it's and as you can see, it's actually plated 65RD. So this did come with the display. I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, well, how come the front? Yeah, that was a strange one. Sometimes you got the letter D there, sometimes you didn't. I'm not sure exactly what Yaesu were doing in regards to that, but anyway. All right, well, apart from that, I was about to say, apart from that, that's all, folks, but hang on, light, action. But I just wanted to show you inside them too, because there's only 4 little things to show. As you can see, very neat board design, how you can just, get to everything. You could get extender board kits, etc. for them. etc., etc., etc. I'm just looking for something here that's not... oh, I know where it is. That's what I wanted. Whenever we haven't been in a radio for a bit. Doesn't hurt, does it? You know, just give it a bit of a hit and get rid of the dust and make sure that it's... But as you can see inside here, absolutely clean. Like, have a look how clean this is. This is not your typical 1980s Yaesu radio. This has been a collector item all of its life. All right, well, that's it. I'll put this lid back on. I'm being told tea's ready. Is that the deal? Yes. Yeah, tea's ready. So people say, oh, you know, how do you ascertain how long your videos go for? That's easy. It depends on when tea's ready. So, you know, sort of food will always get me. Okay, so if you're interested in this FT625RD, please drop me an email or PM me, or, you know, different ways to contact me. Look, I won't kid you, they're not 100% cheap, but they are a valid radio in the collector scene, and they, you know, they really... And if you own the other matching bits, you won't care whether it's $100 more than what you thought it was. I know I never did when I was really, you know, going crazy collecting, and obviously I've backed off a little bit, but you know what? I still bought, in the last couple of weeks, I bought a PW1 for myself. I bought a TS990 because I thought, shit, I wouldn't mind another one. One of the Kenwoods, that is, not the, yeah, I was going to say FT990. Actually, I bought one of those too. It's down here. Yeah. So, okay, so we bought both, TS990 and an FT990. Yeah, anyway. And I could go through a whole lot of stuff. For somebody that's supposed to be, you know, backing off a bit, I want the PW1 to go on my remote station, and I don't know, the Kenwood 990 has always grabbed me. It's good radio. So I thought, I'm going to buy another one. Anyway, actually, I've just got to pay Ross tonight. Ross, send me an invoice for 2 speakers, mate. Because, yeah, I want to put those speakers with it as well, of course. All right, drop me an email. We can talk about price, and certainly happy to help you out. And this is super, super, super clean, though. Please, you know, people that want to buy it for $150, look, collection items like this just aren't, you know, that sort of money. But they're not $1,000 either, so, you know, it's not crazy. It's just, you know, somewhere in the middle. Anyway, we'll work it out. All right, give me a call if you're interested. Certainly happy to help you out. It's good to be able to show you at least what you're buying in some sort of form. I guarantee you the receiver, after what I've just seen on this is a 5110 machine for sure. Cheers, all the best. Thanks very much. VK3 Charlie Mike, Tangambalanga, Northeast Victoria. All the best.